G'day guys and girls, Kieran French here back with another Chats with Friends. It is a Friday, it is another chat, and today I'm just jumping in, talking to another person that I thought would be awesome to have a chat to. And these chats have always been about mental health, what's been happening throughout their lockdown, and also, I guess, a bit of forward driving. The last couple of people I have had on are big into forward driving. This person I do have on, she is an awesome four-wheel drive person. I've been watching her stuff for a while. She has an awesome single cab GU. I'm pretty sure it's a money pit like mine, and it would outwheel my car anytime. I feel like she would be a better driver than me. But yes, I will have Bray on, and her Instagram handle is Brunette Driven. And we are going to be talking about how she's been going, what's been happening throughout her lockdown, and I guess a little bit of forward driving. We'll talk about that a little bit further down the track. Get some more light-hearted stuff. But today it is a Friday. It has been pretty bad in Melbourne. There's been trees blown over. There's this stuff everywhere. Hopefully it's not too bad where she is. We'll get straight into this chat. Hopefully I can request her on and we'll get the chats rolling. Let's see. Oh, we do have a couple of people sending in some requests. I don't know if you are ready. Try and send me a request if you can. I totally forgot my mic. But yes, these chats have been all about mental health. I'm trying to get that awareness out that it is okay not to be okay, and to talk to friends about being not okay. Like, it is hard, I understand, and sometimes it is good just to have a chat, and we'll get her in. She's been going throughout her New South Wales. I'm pretty sure she is in Queen Sydney, lockdown, non-lockdown, I don't know. G'day, how are you?
You?
I'm well. Let's get straight into this one. What is your name, your Instagram handle, and where are you currently living?
Okay, well, my name is Bree. My Instagram handle is Brunette Driven, and I live in Coffs Harbour on the mid-north coast of New South Wales.
Awesome. And how are you? That is the question of today, the mental health stuff. How have you been going? How's the lockdown treating you? Are you guys still in a lockdown? If not, what have you been up to?
I know I'm generally really good. Like, honestly, fantastic. In terms of lockdown, I'm not in lockdown. I'm really fortunate that where I live, we weren't actually ever affected except for when, sorry, dog.
Very good.
Except for when New South Wales went into like a statewide lockdown, was really the only time that I was affected living here in Coffs Harbour. So fortunately, not affected too badly, and I've sort of, life has sort of been normal, thankfully.
That's
Good.
Awesome. Are you still currently working? Obviously, with this pandemic thing going on, are you still working? Are you able to still go out forward driving? It's all good. I've just bought a puppy too, so I understand what has.
No, yeah. So I work a couple jobs, but like one of the jobs I do is I ride racehorses. So I do
awesome.
Yeah, so that's sort of considered the same. So I never really lost work with that. Still working, and yeah, I can go out forward driving and do all those things, and still going out on weekends and whatnot. So I've been really fortunate not to be affected too badly by it. And like, it sucks that so many people are affected, but I'm so grateful that I haven't really been hit by it too much.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing right now is there's people that have been really affected, and obviously us who are still, I guess, working through this pandemic, whatever is going on at the moment. And we just sort of got to reach out to friends at the moment, even if it's just a text, a call, an inbox, I don't know, whatever it is, just to say, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
And that's why I reached out to you. I wanted to see how you were. Obviously, massive following on Instagram. I bet many people don't ask you those questions. How are you going? They're all probably asking their question is, how did you do that to your car? Or what's that on your car? And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, look, it's not often, I mean, it's pretty easy to forget sometimes to ask how someone's going. You get so caught up in your own life. I mean, I'm guilty of it myself, but yeah, you don't often get it a lot. But like, you know, it's great to try and check in on your mates and whatnot, and especially in these times. But I'm pretty grateful. Like, I've got a good group of friends around me that's like a really good support network. So I'm really fortunate for that. And like I said, I've fortunately not been impacted too badly by the whole COVID situation itself.
Yeah, awesome. That's really good. To have good friends is definitely something you really need. I guess not even with a pandemic, just in general, just someone to, I guess, have a chat to. I know sometimes it is hard to, I guess, contact them. Everyone has their things going on. But yeah, when you get the chance, it's like the day before you just saw them and everything's cool.
Yeah, like it's always good to reach out to your mates, but also like if you are struggling as well, just don't be afraid to sort of reach out to your mates either. Like everyone has their struggles to some kind of degree. Like I'm sure people understand. It's always good like to reach out to your mates, but don't be afraid either. You know, to if you
Yes.
need help for it.
Yes. I think that is the reason why I did start this as well, is I think it is hard sometimes for males to, I guess it
Yeah.
is pretty funny to reach out and say, hey, I'm not feeling the best. Can we have a chat? I don't know if it's for you, but I know my partner, she loves to chat to her sister, and that's what they always do all the time. For me, it's pretty hard. My mates don't want to hear about me whinging about something. And I think those talks is the ones we really need right now and just going forward. Definitely,
Yeah,
most definitely.
yeah, no, I definitely understand that a lot of males, there's sort of like a stigma around it and whatnot that struggle to open up. I am pretty open and I talk about a lot of
Awesome.
things. But like there's been times like with my online platform, I sort of advocate a lot for mental health, post about it and whatnot. But honestly, I actually copped some backlash from it for a little bit there.
Really?
Yeah, people just like every time something would happen online, they would almost say like I was thinking and whatnot because all the time like to be careful what you say online. You know, words can hurt. And yeah, so it actually shut me down for like a little while, and I actually struggled to reach out because of all that,
Yeah.
because I get all the backlash. So I can understand where some people come from when they say that they struggle to sort of reach out. They feel like a burden, or their problems aren't validated, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely see where you come from with that one. As for people reaching out and I guess comments, whatever is happening, I feel like it's always going to happen. TikTok is real bad for that. I've seen that. A couple of posts I've done, I'm like, okay, thank you for that really harsh comment that you've left me. It made me a bit upset, but I guess I've got to take that on the chin kind of thing and just say, really? Is that what you got?
Yeah, it just sucks. I mean, I always think of it as a reflection of someone else if they're coming
Yeah.
out with that. And at the end of the day, online, it's real to a degree, but like it's not showing everything in everyone's aspect of life. So it shouldn't be taken. But it's hard to sort of push it behind you sometimes.
It is. I definitely feel that sometimes. Other than that, let's get into some light-hearted questions, some fun stuff. Forward drive. We knew this is where this was going to go as well.
Yeah.
What got you into forward driving?
It's funny, I was actually thinking about it today. So I grew up with my dad. He lives in Crescent Head, and everyone knows Crescent Head on the Mid-North Coast. It's a beautiful area. So literally from a child, just because school holidays, we just literally go up on the beach for 6 weeks. Just like he
Awesome.
had old only ever owned a control. So I learned one, that's just sort of where it all started, and just every week I was out camping and forward driving. Then as I got older, I met friends that had forward driving. My dad just did the beach driving and camping, never did technical driving.
Yeah.
So I met some friends that sort of borbing, and I'd jump in packs with them and whatnot, and just sort of loved it. And I sort of said like, I want to do this myself. I want my own car. So when I was 18, nearly 19, I brought the Patrol.
Awesome.
Yeah, and just sort of got stuck into it.
I feel like you have. It's got some pretty heavy modifications going on to it.
Yeah. It's had a few looks over the years, that's for sure.
I think that's the thing about forward drives. They're always constantly changing, trying to keep up with what's happening, I guess, modification-wise, try and keep it legal. We know it's not going to be legal sometimes.
Yeah, look, it's never ending. There's just so many modifications.
Every time, and then something else comes out, and you're like, damn it, should have just bought that one and waited. What's going on with your YouTube? Is Red Dirt, is that correct? 4x4? Is that you, or is it like a group of friends?
Red Dirt Diary is my man. His Instagram is Who the Hell is Dan. Sort of started it a few years ago, and it's sort of like his thing, and a few other people sort of run it. And like probably about 3 years ago, they just messaged me once like, hey, do you want to come on a trip? And I sort of went and actually come and did a trip here with them in Coffs Harbour and just sort of worked.
That's awesome. That's it.
Yeah, no.
So, because I did see a couple of photos. You have a camera, so do you, when you go out, do you get the chance to video, take photos, or are you the one driving, or does it sort of swap around?
When I work on Red Dirt Diary, I'm mainly just presenting. A lot of the work I do is presenting. Although I sort of have up the camera, we went to Fink, the desert race out in Alice
Did
Springs.
see that? Yep.
Where I sort of picked up the camera a little bit. I'm still learning. Like I have ideas and whatnot, but still getting, sort of learning the camera and whatnot. So I want to get into content because I love getting out there and I would love to take, adventure and film it all. I just sort of got to get better at my camera skills.
I think that's like everything. It's just got to take time. Just a couple of little tutorials and you'll get straight into it and you'll be producing some top-notch quality photos and videos for both yourself and the crew. That is pretty cool. With the GU, did you always want to do the GU?
Well, I always wanted to patrol. It was sort of just ingrained in me. I actually, before I had the patrol, I had an 80 series cruiser.
Okay, okay.
Well, I was 17. I just had my license. It just, like, I couldn't afford to modify it, let alone pay the fuel bill. So I sold it, and then, I just was looking, and I looked at GQs for a little bit, but in pitch, I wanted something that's a bit more comfortable and sort of like that next model up. So the GU it was. So we're always on the cards for me.
Awesome. Talking about GQs, is it your partner that has the GQ?
Yeah, the Lambo one, the green one.
Yes, that's cool. That's different. I think that's a unique patrol. And I know he'll obviously get a lot of hate from it because it has the Gullwing or Lambo doors. But I think that's sick. It's just completely out there, different.
It's just different.
It is. Yeah. It is. We'll go on to some other questions off the four-wheel drive stuff for a second. Okay. For your weekends, are you watching Netflix or are you going out four-wheel driving? Is there any Netflix show you are watching? Or are you just, I don't know, adventuring?
Look, typically, if it's good weather, I'm out. I'm out camping. I'm not indoors. Take the cars out, go camp somewhere. But we've actually had really bad weather here lately, so I do watch a little bit of Netflix. I dabble in a little bit.
Very good, very good.
The Blind Spot. I actually just finished it, sadly.
Oh, very good. That sounds. I think maybe I should get into it. And I think I've been watching the Key House or something like House of Keys. Yeah, I suppose that's pretty good. But other than that one, for your, I guess, lockdown situation, what were you doing to keep yourself occupied? Were you working on the car, or were you, I guess, working a lot?
So I pretty much just work. Like I said, we didn't have many restrictions, so thankfully I was still allowed to see friends and whatnot. We had restrictions of how many people we could see at a time. But yeah, we literally were still allowed to go camping, so keeping busy, sort of living a normal life, but more low-key than normal though. When COVID first hit, I was actually living in Sydney. So that was a bit different, but I sort of got out of Sydney before things got pretty crazy. But back then it was just sort of just work and bit of social media stuff when you can sort of keep yourself busy.
Yeah, yeah. It is hard, I know, to try and keep yourself occupied and try and get that task at hand done with everything else, going in the background, trying to see friends, going out camping or just working in general. Yes, I feel those feels. As for the weekends, is there any projects you're sort of currently doing at the moment? Are you into cooking? You know how to play a musical instrument? Or, I don't know, is there something like that you do but no one does know?
No, I'm not as talented to play a musical instrument. I do enjoy cooking, but honestly, I'm trying to think of something I do that... Not really. I get in the kitchen a bit, but really my weekends, like lately, I've been getting into gym a bit, but otherwise it's just like Jack, the green GQ, he's about to turbo it, so I'm sure that's going to take up a few weekends over the next month or so. Working on the car.
Sounds good. Yes, turboing patrols. Don't want to do, have everything set up. Cannot be bothered jumping into that right now. There's something I can just leave on the back burner. So I say to both of you, very good luck to that one.
Yeah, look, I'm not looking forward to it, but I haven't done it before, so it'll be interesting. But I'm going to try a series of it, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to, I guess, do to your car? going forward? And if so, where would you want to take it? I guess I think that is one good question. Is there anywhere in Australia or somewhere close to you that you really, really like going to and you want to go to?
In terms of places I want to go to, I 100% want to get over to Western Australia. Like, I love that place. Never been, but like, I would love to just even move over there for 6 months and just sort of work, take time off, travel, because it's such a big area. Like, doing a little trip over there, like, you can't see it all in like a month. So yeah, going over there is definitely Western Australia.
Yeah, that sounds good. Doing some traveling around Australia right now, I think would be perfect for some of us who are into our forward driving. For Melbourne guys and girls, I know I want to go away, and I can't go overseas. So anywhere in Australia right now, it's going to be perfect. For the GU, is there anything you want to, I guess, do to it?
Yeah. So since I got the new canopy on, not weight issues, but it's not driving as it should. So I'm probably going to redo a lot of suspension in it. I pretty much run everything superior, or just upgrades with something superior. And I'm looking at potentially putting it on full air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of people going airbags at the moment.
Yeah, my only concern though is if I wasn't wanting to do wheeling, it'd be 100% okay. But I've heard things of like, because you adjust the airbag so sort of dramatically, like with your caster correction and everything, it can roll the diff back and forth when you're adjusting the height. I'm going to see how much it'll work, you know, with the touring and still being able to, like I do. But yeah, well, it's suspension, sort of set it up and paint it blue door.
Very good. Are you going to repaint it the same color, or are you going to change it up?
Well, that's the reason I haven't done it. Is like I could have got a closed respray, but I thought if I'm going to go to the effort, so it's got blue door, paint peel on a guard, and the bonnet starting. So like it's not just the door that needs doing, and I'm like, if I'm going to go to all that effort, like I want color. And I want to do it something completely different. So that's why I haven't like jumped into it, because it is a big commitment, it's a lot of money. So yeah, I'll respray it, and I'm just hanging off if I keep it the same color, but I would love to change the color or be completely different with it.
Do you have a color in mind, or are you not going to tell us?
No, I do. I have a few variations of a color. I think they call like the brown. That's the thing. It's like a brownie color, but I want to put like a bronzy gold to it.
So like, I guess like a Coke. You know how like if you have a Coca-Cola bottle and you put it in the sun, it has that brown.
Like a real bronzy color. So two ideas I've got. But yeah, just something a bit different. We'll see. Awesome. When I eventually do it, maybe in another like 10 years time.
Yes, so I know how expensive that can be. I'm looking at respraying my car. My car has exactly the same thing at the moment. It is peeling. My car is full plasti dip. I went something completely different, and it was the worst thing I ever did. So if anyone is listening to me, don't do plasti dip, because it is super hard to get off, and it just just avoid it in general. As for your forward driving, do you much rather the technical stuff, or is it more a touring based, I guess, thing for you?
Well, no, it's been the technical stuff. It's only now that I've got the canopy on it that I'm sort of touring side of things. But I'm not hitting extreme tracks, but you know, I love to get out there and go into the Wadigans and whatnot, sort of put it in mine. It just builds. I love sort of learning behind the wheel and hitting new things, sort of like that. But now the canopy, I'm probably not going to back off on the technical wheeling, but sort of do a bit of half and half.
Nothing wrong with that. I know I'm looking at doing some more touring-based stuff. We've already done the technical stuff in the Vic High Country, and I've had enough of that. I'd rolled my car, and I do not want to roll this one. Yes.
Yeah. Now with the canopy, it's not the same to wheel, so it will be jack off. So I'll take it off when I go wheeling. But if I have it on, it's going to be strictly touring. Yeah,
awesome. No, awesome. How was the Think? That was, I guess, something I've always wanted to go do. How did you go? Like, were you like in awe of all the cars and the bikes and the helicopters going across and all the people? Was that something you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, 100%. It was amazing. Honestly, that is probably like one of the best experiences I've had. Like in all the trips I've done, like just traveling to the outback itself was like one thing in its own. But like to do the Think, and we were with Bentley, the racing team. So to sort of have the hands-on experience, sort of being in the pit crew and like following the whole journey. Then also on the second day, I got to go on the tour and race the trophy trucks and just have the full experience. It was amazing. Like, honestly, it's such a thing to do. I hope, like, I don't know what next year's going to be like. I don't know if you heard about the unfortunate accident happened at Fink, but like, if you go and they're still allowing or not, like, you definitely need to do it. Like, it's such a good weekend away.
Awesome. I'm going to have to try and lock that in if I can get the chance off work, because I know my boss will not let me off work. You know how it is. But
yeah.
As for anything else, four-wheel drive, you did say you ride horses, is that correct?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that for? Is that something you've been brought up with your dad when you said yeah?
And I used to compete quite heavily in show jumping when I was growing up until I was about like 16, 17. Yeah. And the job, so I went into the racetrack and I've been doing that for the last 5 or 6 years now. So I don't have my own horses anymore. I just do it for work. So ride
awesome.
6 months.
Have you had any bad accidents? I know sometimes there's a lot of people out there, and I've seen some bad, horrific like videos. Have you ever had an accident on a horse? Look,
I've had my fair like share of stacks, that's for sure. But I've been fortunate not to have any bad ones. Reason not from riding, but you know, nothing ever broken or badly hurt from falling off. I somehow always managed to land on my feet or softly on my butt, but no bad stacks.
No, that's good. That's awesome. As for the four-wheel drive stuff, do you normally go with your partner and do you guys live together? Or is it like you meet up, do a big group thing and then head off?
A bit of both. Like, we love to do weekends on our own. But then also, like, I've got like I said, great group of friends here. So we sort of mix it up. When everyone's free, we all go away together. And if not free, then we're free enough just to go on our own. We don't live together, so we take the time on the weekends to spend it together and whatnot.
Yeah, awesome. Trying to create those memories and videos so you can watch back in a later date. I think that's something I've always liked doing, being able to, I guess, capture something and then say, hey, we did this, instead of trying to show someone a photo. It's always good to go and capture, I guess, the word your existence and what's been happening throughout your life. Yeah, but I must say, a big thank you, I must say, for joining me today and even just contacting me back. I know there's a lot of people that don't want to talk to me, and I just want to say thanks. Like, really, it's just good to hear and see how you are, and I guess a lot of people who are watching get to, I guess, hear a bit about yourself and what you do, and get a bit of backstory of you.
No, it's all right. Thank you for having me. I mean, I think it's amazing what you're doing. Like, whether you go into depth or not, just getting people on and just sort of asking questions, and sort of so many people talking about it. Like, it's so like, it needs to be so much more of this. Like, especially.
Yes, I'm really hoping I can get some other people on, not just four-wheel drivers as we are. It can be YouTube content creators. It could just be friends. I just want to be able to have a chat with someone just like yourself and ask how you are. Sometimes it is quite hard just to go past someone and say hello, and just say hello to the doggy as well. Loving the camera.
She's been trying to get involved.
Do you normally take the dog away with you?
Yeah, she's been coming. She sort of loves it. Like, always getting in the car, loves it out in the boat and whatnot. So yeah, she's old, so she's new to it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's great.
Yeah, awesome. I got a border collie. He is 8 weeks old or 9 weeks old now, and he's a terror. Just keeps eating everything.
I know the feeling.
He's currently asleep, so I'm going to leave him there until he tries to bite something else so he can stay for asleep for a little bit longer. But yes, I did get a puppy, and I'm hoping to do exactly the same thing when we get the chance to go out. I think today was the day we're allowed to go free, and I'll get him back out on the tracks and teach him how to, I don't know, just do camp life.
Yeah, perfect. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, but I must say, thank you again. We'll wrap this one up. I hope you enjoyed just having a chat. I hope a lot of people who have watched, guess, get a little insight into yourself. Just average person, just doing the things that you love doing, really. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's it. Well, thank you so much for having me.
That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Till next time, I'll see you around, and hopefully we get to, if we ever get the chance to go up the coast, we might be able to bump into you.
Yeah, 100%. I'm always keen to go out on the track, so just let me know.
Yep, I feel like you'd be out wheeling me anytime. So yes, you can take us out. I'll see you next time,
Perfect.
and be safe.
All right, thank you. Bye.